and welcome back to Vivid Kids. I'm Ritzy, and today it didn't seem like the best type of day out because of the rain, so I'm sitting all here cozying up with a book. Today's story has to do with rain as well as we continue to follow Noah and what happened with the ark and the animals. Here's the floating zoo. Does anybody know someone who is 600 years old? I don't either, but that's how old Noah was when the ark was finally finished. During the years Noah and his helpers were building the ark, people were so busy doing whatever they wanted that they ignored Noah. Some weren't bad things. They got married, had children, and built houses. But they also sacrificed people on altars and worshiped false gods. They disobeyed God in many ways. Finally, God had seen enough, and he said something to Noah. What do you suppose it was? God said he was going to send floodwaters. Water would cover the whole earth and destroy every living thing. Water had never covered the whole earth. This was all new to Noah. But Noah knew God would take care of all those who chose to believe in him. Even floodwaters could not hurt those who chose to follow God. Finally, the ark was finished, and then God said, Noah, go into the ark. Take 7 of each kind of clean animal and 2 of each unclean animal. Some people may have laughed at Noah and made fun of him. Some of them stood outside the ark and listened to Noah say once more, Come into the ark, you will be safe inside. Suddenly there was the sound of a rushing wind, and thousands of birds came flying into the ark from the forest. 2 of every kind of unclean bird and 7 pairs of each clean bird came. In an orderly fashion, the birds flew in past the door and disappeared. I imagine the laughing stopped when they saw wild animals coming from everywhere. Lions and elephants and giraffes and bears, snakes and butterflies, kittens and armadillos, wombats and kangaroos, every kind of animal that God had made went into the ark. One last time, Noah invited the people to come in, but they didn't come. Some of the workers probably almost decided to go into the ark, but their friends probably talked them out of it. So Noah and his wife and his 3 sons and their wives went into the ark. The big door creaked, then closed with a loud thump. No hand had touched the door. Noah hadn't closed it, his sons hadn't closed it. Who do you think closed the door? That's right, God did. For 8 days, Noah and his family waited inside that hot and stuffy ark. The people outside probably laughed and made fun of them, but finally water began to fall from the sky. The floodwaters washed over the earth, lots of water. There was lightning and there was thunder. Fountains of water shot up out of the ground. Stones and trees probably flew everywhere. Some people probably held on to the outside of the ark and tried to get in. But it was no use. In that horrible storm, which lasted 40 days, almost 6 weeks, everyone and every living thing outside the ark died. As the great ark was lifted up by the waters, the ark rocked from side to side. It must have been a great relief when the storm calmed down and the ark floated quietly on the water. While Noah and his family were inside the ark for months, they had a lot of work to do. Imagine what a mess all those animals made. Pens and stalls needed to be cleaned. The animals needed food and clean water. The ark was a giant floating zoo with only 8 workers. Family members worked together efficiently. They did it cheerfully, thankful to be alive and cared for by God. How many unclean animals entered the ark? How many clean animals? How did the animals get into the ark? If you had been one of the people who didn't go into the ark, what would you have thought when the animals came to the ark? If you had been one of Noah's family, what would you have thought? What do you think Noah and his family did to help each other and the animals during the storm? Here is today's message. People in God's family work together. Thank you for watching this story with us and going through the questions. Till next time. Bye!